The biggest Mega Millions jackpot ever has now gotten even bigger. Hard to believe, but it now sits at $540 million for Friday night's drawing. Office pools are one of the most popular ways that people play for the big money nowadays. You pool your money together and hope for the best. But are you taking an extra gamble by playing the lottery with your coworkers? Tully Rinckey employment attorney Michael Macomber is here now to talk to us more about what you can do to protect yourself. Michael, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Craig.
All right, let's jump into it. You're in with a group of people at work, or maybe at school or in the neighborhood, whatever. You think you're all friends, but that's a lot of money. What do you do to protect yourself?
I think one of the first things you need to do is make sure you trust the person you're getting in with on that. And really, you need to just be certain how you're going about entering in a pool like this. I mean, I know you're still hoping to win there, but when it actually does happen, you need to know how many people are involved, how the money's going to be distributed, and most importantly, what numbers are you playing, so that if you do actually win, you can actually find out.
So, here at work, hey, we're in one. We make lists, so we know who, who signed up, and I assume paperwork is a good idea, right?
It's good to keep track of who actually signed up, who's paid, making sure people pay in advance. Sometimes those workplace pools, they get a little outdated. Somebody might have missed one or two times. Now all of a sudden, it's been a couple of weeks, and sure enough, the problems only happen when somebody actually wins. Well,
yeah, that brings us to the Albany 7 last year. They won that $319 million pool. There were 7 of them, but then it turns out there was an 8th and maybe more who usually played but didn't that one time. And then the question becomes, do you include them in somehow? Do they have any legal standing? What's the deal with that? If you play all the time, you miss one, do you have a leg to stand on legally?
That's a great question, but with $380 million or $540 million on the line, I'm sure you're going to get people who are going to try. And the best thing you can do to protect yourself going forward is just document those things and make sure that you revisit who's playing and all those rules from time to time.
Yeah, we've never heard what happened to that 8th guy from last year. They talked about cutting him in somehow. We've never heard. All right, if you win as an individual, we say the best idea is to get a lawyer and or a financial planner, get your ducks in a row. I assume it's the same thing if you win with a big group. And you want your own individual lawyer, not a lawyer for the whole group, right?
Well, yeah, hopefully you don't need one, but to the extent that you do at that point in time, you want to know what your rights are, especially if there's any problems with how people are distributing the money or anything like that. Ideally, everything goes smoothly, but at the same time, you want to make sure you're protected. Same thing with the financial investor. You want to make sure that your investments are protected there.
Always get your ducks in a row. My biggest question for you, Michael, you have your ticket yet, or tickets?
No, I don't have it yet, but I will. I tried on Tuesday. I'll try again this week.
Okay, could be some long lines, but you got to be in it to win it, right?
I'm going to get in line now.
All right, excellent. Well, thanks for stopping by, Michael Macomber from Tully Rinckey. Good advice. You do want to have your ducks in a row. Thanks, Michael.
Take care.
Okay.